Hi, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Scorpio, this is your love reading starting today on the 11th of February, which is also the new moon in Aquarius, I believe it is. I'm not going to swear by it, but I think it is. I do want to apologize if you hear my little boy in the background. They're going to be silent in a bit because he's taking a nap. I'm just going to dive right in here for your Valentine's read. I've set the time frame from early February till early March of 2021, but it's definitely going to be highlighted around today and Valentine's, due to just heightened energy all over the world because of Valentine's Day. You don't have to be in on it. I was going to say into it commercially wise, but there's definitely a heightening of the energy because there are a lot of people who loves this holiday. It's not really a holiday, but celebration. So we're going to use that. We're going to use the new moon's energy and we're going to use the Valentine's energy for this love reading. Scorpio, what's going on for you for your love story for this upcoming time frame, please? There you go. Message in the bottle number 15. Co-create number 40. Such a beautiful card. And chaos and conflict number 33. So we're going to see what that is about. We're going to get like a little bit of a surface energy here first, and then we're going to dive deeper into each and every one of these energies. And as we move along here, we're going to get like a bigger and bigger story and more clear story as we dive deeper. So we're just going to immediately, I don't usually do that. Okay, so immediately I just want to clarifying cards to get the full story straight away for this message in the bottle. The wheel on the bus is playing in the back, if you wonder what's going on. I think that was it. Yeah. Yeah. So I get why they wanted the clarifier straight away, because the message in the bottle is actually for you. So there's messages being sent your way at this point. This is around your love life. This is around your love story. So messages wants to come in. This might be just listening like to what you're searching for yourself, listening to your own energy, if that makes sense, to your own wishes, your own, what it is that you're on the lookout for. You can be in a committed relationship, you can be single, it doesn't really matter. What have you recently asked the universe for, like to pay attention to that? We have 15 there, so numerology wise we have a new beginning and a great opportunity for change here, and also with that big pelican with the big bird. Big bird, isn't that Sesame Street or something? There's also a lot of freedom sitting. It's like freedom is sitting waiting, messages are waiting. There's great opportunity for change. So there's something very prominent. It's a very like a very I don't find the words. Excuse me. Not exciting, not, well, it is exciting. It's prominent. It's eager. It's like a very eager energy. It's we can anticipate good or yummy things to happen, and it's very eager. It's the closest I can get to that. And we get this, the intuition card. So that's why I say this is like more for you to pay attention, more for you to listen to what is going on in your surroundings, for what you have asked for. This can also be a person. If you're single, there can be a person in your surroundings, like starting to show up in your essence, in the essence around you, and to pay attention, to put your ear to the ground and really listen into what's going on around you. Number 2 is speaking about relationships, conversation and communication in relationships. And then we have co-create, which is another indicator that you and the universe really are co-creating right now to get exactly what it is that you want. This is such a powerful card. 40 there speaks about it's a heart matter and you're laying a new foundation for yourself, and you have come full circle. There's nothing more sort of to be done in the matter of the heart, but to just manifest it now. And I see the next card out, so I know that we're like just on the brink. We have a great opportunity for change in relationships. It's a heart matter. You're laying this new foundation for this, and we have come full circle. No more, you don't need any more information. You don't need any more, also you don't need any more catalyst. I usually call them catalyst relationships. I don't call them karmics. I don't call them twin flames. There's just so much energy that goes into it, and every person has their own little twist and interpretation of what that means. So I'm trying to use words that are as clean as possible energy-wise. That's why I don't say God, for instance. I use the word source. So I just feel like this, in the past, you could have perhaps have had a catalyst relationship, meaning you're meeting somebody, you could really be super in love, and Scorpio, you love deep, like deep emotion, and so but it's still somebody that you attract to sort of clear out your own inner shadow still, or to heal even more certain things within yourself, so that you can fully become whole and fully step into your true potential, if that makes sense. And I feel like those catalyst relationships, that is just, upheaval and probably a lot of drama or conflict, and it doesn't really fully work. Over. That is over. We have come full circle. You don't need any more training, so to speak, which means you have received certain levels of insight, certain levels of wisdom. We have the owl there that speaks about wisdom, and you have also attained this level now of rather grand balance within yourself, because you cannot be a done deal with those catalysts, and it doesn't necessarily always come through relationships. It's when you tend to have a theme of relationships. Some can have these changes within themselves through work. Like you do the most of your growth and expansion and ascension through challenging things in a workplace, for instance, or with your friends or family members. And then it's like smooth sailing for you when it comes to your romantic partnerships. So I'm not saying that everybody has to have these catalysts. Well, we tend to pick a theme. We tend to pick an area where we most of the time have been challenged. And then some people, including myself, tend to, it depends on how big of a master you want to be in this lifetime. How much do you want to find out about yourself? How much of your person do you want to really get to know? Not just on surface level, but really get to know. And Scorpio, you tend to really want to get to know yourself because you're such a deep sign from the beginning. So yeah, it's just in your DNA almost. I was going with that where, right? Yeah, I've definitely a person that I would say that I ticked off every box when it comes to challenges in the workplace, with friends, with family members, with co-creating with lovers, money, everything. You might be the same, or what I'm picking up here, you might have had your biggest challenge or biggest evolution or growth through romantic partnerships. The catalyst partnerships, I feel, is a done deal. It's over. You don't have to go through those anymore. You're not going to attract those anymore, because you know now what you don't want. You know now what you are not. You know now more what you do want, and you know now more of what you are, who you are. And therefore you don't have to attract certain people to show you more of yourself. I hope this makes sense. You've come full circle. This is just all so beautiful. You're going to start to be able to attract certain things that is like almost a feeling, what is happening? This is too easy. It's going too easy. Where's the conflict? Where is it going to be a mess up? Where is it? It doesn't have to be, because you've done the inner work. Um, can we clarify this a little bit more here, please? Co-create in relationships. Right. Oh my God. What a beautiful explanation. This is just exactly what I said. So first we have the Tower moment with 16. And then we have the heart chakra with number 4. It's just a perfect explanation put together in a very, like, yes. Tower moment, 16 is about, numerology wise, we have sudden shifts and sudden changes. I always see her as Julie Andrews. She looks so much like Julie Andrews, doesn't she? Anyway, Sound of Music. So it's a rebuild here. It's like you're building yourself back up. From this Tower moment, you have built yourself back up. And not only have you built yourself back up, back together, pieced yourself back together, which I love that expression, that we piece ourselves back together. Because it talks about the pieces of you, but it also talks about the peace and calm and tranquility. And we see the awakening there in the heart energy center, which I love. And yes, like I said, you have not just only brought yourself back to life, back into a whole, but you've activated your heart chakra. You've activated your heart energy center, and you're becoming more and more whole. The 4 there again, co-creation is clarified with the 4. And 16 also, if you divide it by 4, we have 4. So there's a lot of 4 energy here. So very much about the heart center, opening up, growing wiser, growing more, like wiser in your heart. You're opening up your heart. It's not so much the mind, but really just sinking into your heart and coming from your heart. So the co-creation here is just so beautifully explained, that whatever has happened in the past that has been a bit of a challenge for you, relationship-wise, Tower moments and whatnot, has led you to this gorgeous opening of the heart center. And so here, we're moving on to the next one, chaos and conflict, number 33. When sort of stuff from the past doesn't work anymore, it comes crumbling down. So this is almost like if this is a rebuild, yes, you are building yourself back up in the same pace that you're sort of piecing yourself back together, and not just back together, but there's like simultaneously there's like an opening of you, there's an opening of the heart, and there's a moving on to higher planes, to higher dimensions, a higher vibration, whatever doesn't fit that anymore, what doesn't serve you anymore. And even if that is relationships, a certain relationship that you've been in, a certain type of person that you have been dating, like maybe you new faces, new names, but maybe somewhat the same energy coming in over and over again, you're going to see a shift in that, and that has to fall away. If you're still sort of engaging in that, if you still have the lower energy around you, and that can also be for anything else. If you start to feel like, why is everything coming crumbling down around me? And you just might want to take a look out in the world, and feel that oh man, it's like coming crumbling down. Can you say that? But there's such a rebuild. We're not going to rebuild the old. The old is outdated. Like there's so many paradigm shifts going on right now. And because there's new on the horizon, the old has to come crumbling down. But don't focus on the crumbling. Don't focus on what is sort of letting go. And it feels like it's tumultuous and, oh my God, why doesn't this work? It can also be that all of a sudden things that has been working, and that is probably like outside of relationships, things that has been, so if, for instance, let's say that you financially are well and good, and you have been financially well and good for quite some time, like you mastered that area. When things come crumbling down like this and we're shifting paradigms, you can all of a sudden start to experience that other areas of your life that was working is also sort of dwindling a bit. Like it's also like, what is going on here? Why am I financially all of a sudden challenged when or health wise, or whatever other area, work wise, whatever. To just sort of know, just stay true to yourself, stay true to your heart, this opening of the heart, and just know, okay, these things has to come crumbling down for you to build. It's like coming in and just demolition time for your old house. In order to be able to build a completely new one, we have to have a little demolition time of the old. And to then, that the next house is going to be here in maybe not a minute, but in a little while, and you're not too bothered that the old one goes, because you know that the new one is going to come in. So if you sort of have that vision there with you, if you feel like there's a lot of things just that comes crumbling down around you at this moment in time, especially around the relationships, you just don't know what's going on. Why can't you make it work? Because you're on such a high, you're on such breakthrough here, that whatever doesn't serve you, whatever doesn't fit that vibration, just has to fall away. Number 33 talks about a done deal. It's kind of like a full circle, but it's like manifestation wise, energetically, like it's here. You're seeing it happen as we speak, and I feel like you probably see what it's happening physically a bit more of the stuff that's letting go rather than the stuff that is now coming in. So if there's a new relationship on the horizon, I think you're more towards letting go of an old relationship, or letting go of old beliefs or old energies around you that has attracted a certain person around you. If you're single and you feel like, well, I don't have a person to let go of, it can just be old belief systems or old energy that you're dropping so that you don't attract the same type of person anymore. I think you'd rather see more of that than the new coming in. But just to know that the new is coming in, this is a rebuild here. You're building yourself back up to sort of become really whole. Some clarification there for the chaos and conflict, please. So 16 in a way is coming out because we have 1 and 6 at the same time there. So there's a sudden shift and sudden change here again. I just love this. So the chaos and conflict in 33, when things looks like they're crumbling down, the clarification is just whole love. Brand new beginning, love on the horizon. This is like a diamond, I wouldn't say a diamond in the rough. Like at first glance, it might look like this, but underneath it, oh man, what is coming through here? And this is like third eye in that heart as well. So there's so much about coming from the heart, feeling from the heart, seeing from the heart, feeling from the heart, and seeing things very, very clearly. This is a healed heart. This is a true and authentic heart coming up on the horizon after things are crumbling down. Oh, sorry. And we also have giving and receiving, which is number 6. There is the number of, it just talks about the connection with your inner being. As you connect with your inner being, that's when you start to feel the love and you start to feel the harmony. So number 6 there is all about the love and the harmony here for you. It's also talking about the balancing out in your throat energy center, your crown, your solar plexus, and your heart there again. And this is the inclination that whatever, yes, for yourself, whatever you give out, you're going to receive more of. Like the beautiful dance, the beautiful balance of giving and receiving. But I also see this as like the first indicator here of your person, that there's an equal amount of giving and receiving. There's not... So Scorpio, if you fell short in past relationships, to maybe you've been receiving more than you've been giving in past relationships, or maybe you've been giving more than you have been receiving in past relationships. It's not too fun to be the taker and to not give so much, you know. but it's equally, I know it sounds horrible, but it's equally bad, because both people, when you're in a relationship and you're the giver and the other person is the receiver, and there's like an imbalance, both the person who's the giver that gives too much without receiving enough back, or the person that is on the receiving end, who just overwhelmingly receives so much, but they don't give back, right? There's an equal unbalanced situation, so both people fall short. At the end of the day, it looks like the one who's on the receiving end is like, this is just like a flower that if you keep flowering it, at the end of it, it's gonna die because it's getting too much water, right? So it doesn't really matter on what side and what end you're at. It's an imbalance, but this shows that type of imbalance from the past is also crumbling down. There's not going to be this uneven balance happening anymore. So I feel like there's going to be such a beautiful giving and receiving between you and this new person. If this is a person that you're already with, there's going to be a change in this relationship. A balance, a healing is going to take place in this relationship. Okay, Scorpio. What else can we tell Scorpio for their love story, please? So between worlds, number 3, and a new life, number 39. How beautiful is that? So this has come out one or two times before. Scorpio, I believe you're my 8th reading for this love week, and maybe 1 or 2 times before. That's enough for me to say that collectively something is going on here, that we're stepping out of the old energy and coming into new energy. That's what I feel also with the paradigm shift. Like there's so much of old systems comes crumbling down right now. We're stepping into some new energy here for sure. This is not you being stuck in any way between worlds. This is not limbo. This is not you not knowing where to go. This is just you being somewhere in between, feeling the feeling of, you haven't fully left the old, and you're not fully in the new. You're somewhere in between, because you see a little bit of both. And so we haven't completely made the transition. That's also why I say I think that you probably see a little bit more of what you're letting go of, rather than what you are now receiving. We have the first little inclination of this new love coming in here, that you have started to see, but it's a little bit more towards the rebuilding and letting go and cleansing yourself of the old, and to come into the new. But you definitely are between worlds, and you're seeing a little bit of both. The number 3 there speaks about creation, passion, joy, celebration. There's so much good stuff on the horizon for you. Your life is gonna start to you're gonna start to live your life in color. You're gonna start to see the world more in color. And then you're stepping into this new life. Number 39. So 3 there again. Passion, creation, celebration, really beautiful. Number 9 speaks about the ending of the old and coming into the new. It's also wish fulfillment. It's unconditional love. And when you add those up, we have number 12. And 12 is all about, 12 is the masculine energy, but it's also like really about making things happen. Manifesting things exactly how you want them to be. Seeing the fruition of stuff that you've been wanting for a while. And this new life brings, I see the spiritual growth here because it feels very purple. Yeah, it's like a star. You're like a star, Scorpio. So maybe just to star in your own show, starting to take the leading role in your own show, in your own drama/comedy. I was also receiving something. I don't really know what that is. Like a golden moon? So perhaps the moon is a golden opportunity for you. I mean, for the longest time I called you my moon children because you're in such like co-creation with the moon. Like the moon is a really a co-creator for you. We have the new moon here today. I don't really pick anything up around that though. There's something about a golden opportunity there around the moon. We're going to clarify these and see what we can find here. So between the worlds first, please. Between the worlds. Number 9, dreams coming true. I love this. It's number 9, so it talks about the ending there again. We're ending the old and stepping into the new. It's the unconditional love. The unconditional love and dreams coming true, like you're holding the vortex in your hand. You're holding the swirl of your wishes. The whirlwind of your wishes. You're holding it in your hand. So again, this is showing me you're more in the, and this is the love story. You're more in the becoming of it rather than seeing the clear evidence of it. And 9 there, when it comes to dreams coming true, is more like holding the feeling of what it is that you want before it actually happens. So feeling rich before the money is coming into the bank, feeling in love before the relationship actually is here, feeling healthy before the body is showing you that it is the unconditioned. Like it's an unconditioned. We don't have to care about the condition. We're just in the feeling of it. And once you're in the feeling of it, the condition can come. But the 9 speaks about the unconditioned, and you're holding the wishes in the palm of your hands. It's like it's very, very close. You're in the making of them. And the more now that you can feel it coming, the more that is going to accelerate everything and anything that you want. So if this is you wanting to draw this relationship in, you're in the making of it. Dreams coming true. I love that. That is the between the worlds. This is why, like, we haven't fully left the old and we haven't fully stepped into the new. So that's why you don't see fully the new yet, but know that it's in the making. In the making. And then this new life. And then this new life. Can we clarify this? Clarify new life, please. It's like I see you also sitting on this pedestal. So it maybe is like also like a little bit of a feeling of starting to respect yourself more. You put yourself higher. You put yourself more first. You don't tend to everybody else so much that you're defeated at the end of the day and there's nothing left for you to do for yourself because you're too tired. This is like putting yourself up on a little bit of a pedestal and sort of celebrating yourself a bit more, which in your case I think is really good. In any other case, if somebody would say, well, they put themselves up on a pedestal, I would say, well, come down where the rest of us is, because you know, we're all equals here. But this is good. Like, it's really good that you're putting yourself up there, because it's like, it's talking about self-respect. It talks about self-love, self-worth. That's a new life in itself. That if you start feeling worthy and you start feel like you have self-respect and love for yourself, that's going to attract so many new things for you. So many new experiences. What comes out as a clarification there is the death card. It's the transformation, transition card. This is death leading to life. New life. So it's the releasing of the old. It's the transformation of the old. It's literally death leading to life. We had a number 13, which is divine feminine. So we're going from a more rigid, old paradigm into this newfound place where you sort of, it's a regeneration, it's a cleansing, it's a rising up. It's very, very beautiful. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue this reading in the extended. So if you feel like you resonate with this, you're so welcome to come to the extended. We'll take a deeper look there and see what else we can find about this love story, perhaps a little bit more about your person there that we seem to have on the table. Let's see what comes out. So if you're drawn to that, you're so welcome to the link that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Scorpio. Happy new moon. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Take care, guys.